Shout out to the YouTube streets. This is your homegirl. Uh, Bosa. 914, which is County, New York, coming to you with another live video. Yo, shout out to the chat. And, I want everyone to hear this particular piece that I did today. Had to do it. Now I know why I'm stuck in the position I'm in. It has nothing to do with anyone. The past is the past, and you got to move on. And it is what it is. Shout out to the chat.
Eyes open. Heart running. I built bars from my own doubt. Locked the child in, never let her out. 52 candles, same dark room, same old.
That part of the song is that there are certain parts of my childhood that I did not forget about, nor did I forgive. And this is why I'm in the position I'm in.
Fear wearing new perfume. Living in a house that is not my home. Living in a life that is not my own. Every mirror shows a stranger's face. Eyes with no light, eyes with no grace. People that hurt me already gone. Sleeping in the soil while I hold on. Carrying ghosts like they're stitched to my skin. They got that dirt that I'm still in the bin.
When I first came to the YouTube streets, I was angry, I was upset, and I was mad with the whole world. I was blaming everybody for what happened to me when I was young. And the people that hurt me the most are all sleeping a dirt nap. All of them. My biggest rivals, my biggest enemies, those that did me the worst, those that did me the most dirtiest, guess where they're at? In a grave somewhere. And I was still angry with them. How do you let dead people have control over your own emotions? They control this whole shit that I'm in. The jobs I work, how I think, how I move, how I dress, how I live my life. Let's continue.
I can't stay chained to a dirt not memory. I must move through. Eyes without a face, but I still see. Every slam door, every shame on me. Every sit down, every stay small. I learned how to shrink, never learned to stand tall. I kept score while they turned into dust. Dead and buried, that's the worst gust. They can't hear the sentence.
I wanted revenge on everyone that did something wrong to me. This is what the part of the song is saying. I wanted revenge to everyone that had hurt me, had did something wrong to me. I wanted revenge. And those I wanted to get revenge on, they are all dead. So what happens? I come out into the real world, 52 years trapped in this shit. 221644 was my inmate number.
I'm the one still serving that that curse. Time will make you touch the hidden doors. Once your soul is sealed in the floor, handle cold on my hand is warm, shaking, but I'm stepping into storm. Can I forgive bones and names in the ground? Can I lay this heavy anger down? If I'm sleeping, why am I awake? Why do I still taste that old mistake?
They're all in the ground. They're all sleeping. They're all sleeping. And I'm the only one awake? Wow.
Chains go slack, they can sleep.
That's what that song is about. I shared it on my YouTube channel. It's in the show. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the YouTube streets. This song is about forgiveness. It's about forgiving people that are sleeping a dirt nap. How many of us are angry with people that have wronged us? How many of us are angry with them? Some of them are old. Some of them don't remember. Some will never acknowledge the wrong that they did. Some of them went into the ground thinking that they were right. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the YouTube streets. This song is about forgiveness, basically. 52 years of being angry with people. I gave them all the power, all the control. I gave it to them. I gave it to them. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the YouTube streets. This song is about forgiveness. I want people to forgive me while I can't forgive them. See how that works? And there's so many people on this app that have given me a lot of grace, a lot of movement to move around, to do what I want to do, to say what I want to say. But I have to be mindful that people have feelings, that they have their own thoughts, that they have their own belief system. I have to keep that in mind. I am the BT1000. This is why I chose this. I didn't realize it at the time what I was doing. Then after Birdman passed, I started seeing certain stuff. Things started happening in real life, real time. I started seeing certain stuff. Things were happening on the YouTube street. I started seeing. It's a whole mirror. It's a new mirror, a new day. And I was wondering to myself, I said, well, I got this to do. I got that to do. I don't do it. I procrastinate. I hope I'm saying the word right. But it doesn't matter if I'm saying the words right or not. I know what I'm saying. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the YouTube streets. And, I used to be in therapy years ago, from 17 years old all the way until I was in my 40s. I think I learned a lot from being there and experiencing that. I think I learned a lot. You know what I mean? Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the YouTube streets. And there's some things, you need to move from. But it's certain people on this app that will remind you. They don't mean to hurt you or nothing like that, but it's just certain things they remind you about. Arabia, remember when this happened? Arabia, remember when that happened? And the only thing I can say, I remember. I remember. I remember the good. I remember the bad. But that song is on my channel. It's not the full song. I just played the full song just now. And it is what it is. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the YouTube streets. And certain things just started happening today that let me know, look, Ray, here, boom, boom, boom. I said, oh. Then I started thinking. And I said, wow, I really got to get over this. Whatever's holding me back, whatever it is, has to be buried. I'm sorry I waited until I was 52 years old. I'll be 53 in a few more days. I'm only a couple of years short from being a senior citizen. And I can't let the past rule today. All that anger, all that hate, everything from 9 years old all the way into now. And it shows up in my real life. It shows up in my dealings with people, my relationships, whether they're in existence right now or whether they have already passed away. Shout out to the chat. I'm not an angel. I never said I was an angel. I never said I was God Almighty. I make mistakes. Everybody makes mistakes. It is what it is. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the YouTube streets. At least I'm still breathing. At least I'm still aware. Painfully aware. And that's the only thing I can do. Now that anger and all that seething and all that rage, I don't think it's going to go anywhere. But even that, it consumes you. That's what it does. It eats. It eats from your gut all the way out. Whatever's on the inside going to show up on the outside. It's going to show up. And that's the way it is. And I'm out. Those that came in, thank you for coming in. Those that wasn't here right now, you'll catch the replay. I hope everyone understands what I'm saying. I hope everyone understands because it's something being passed from generation to generation to generation. I hear myself saying the same words my father was speaking a few years ago. He spoke it. He lived it. He believed it. The man is no longer here. No longer here. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the YouTube streets. I remember a few years ago, Birdman drove me to a certain location, not too far from here. And he said, Arabia, you gotta face this. You gotta face this. You gotta talk to the person. Arabia, you gotta work it out. Birdman died knowing that situation was never going to fix itself. It was never going to repair itself. Because I never understood how a young woman that comes from the segregated South, Jim Crow South, go all the way to New York, have 5 children, and throw us all the way to the system. I never understood that. But he was trying to tell me something back then. He said, you got to forgive her. You got to forgive. Arabia, you're going to be stuck by yourself. You know? And we used to always clown and laugh. And he used to always say, baby, if you ever get locked up, I have to come down to the jail, wherever you're at, and bail you out or visit with you. He's not here. He's not here. I'm not saying that I'm going to go out and do something stupid, but let's just say something do happen. Who's going to be here? Huh? Who? But shout out to the ones that stuck with me all this long time. I didn't realize so many people was following me for years and years and years on this platform. I didn't realize. If I did realize it in the past, I have completely forgotten about it because I became consumed with other things dealing with life. And I became consumed with my own point of view. And my point of view, sometimes when I air my thoughts, it injures people, it hurts people, it disappoints people. Shout out to the chat. And me personally, I don't mean to hurt nobody. I don't mean to disrespect nobody. I don't. But now I can't run from it anymore. I can't run from it. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the YouTube streets. You can't run. You got to face the truth. Because the truth, what? Shall set you free. And sometimes the truth is so painful. And some people don't want to see the truth. They don't want to know the truth. But you have to see it sometime, right?